It is August 26th, and I'm Chris Allen here on the Sam channel, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and X, all sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. Well, the heat is on, and I didn't do an update over the weekend because it was pretty quiet. All I was going to talk about is heat, so I just kind of, everybody knows it's going to be nice, but it's going to be getting warmer. It's going to be getting more humid. And so I just kind of left it at that. And this morning, it is the same. We're not seeing anything any different. We've got sunshine out there. 7:45 is the current time that I'm doing this podcast. You can see the beautiful blue sky. It's going to be much warmer today than it was yesterday. Yesterday's high in Bowling Green, 92 officially at the Bowling Green Airport. 89 is where we should be normally. So that's a 3-degree difference, 3 degrees above the normal. And I think we'll be more like 4 or 5 degrees above normal today, more like 93, maybe 94. We'll soon see, but a bit more humidity in the air. You're going to feel that naturally. And it's just going to be one of those hot summer days because it is that time of year. We are in August, and this is going to be more like August typically is. What we've had the last few weeks is not a typical August air mass. It's been very relaxed and very, well, unseasonably cool. Here's a look at radar. Nothing out there. Now, there are some little advisories here and there. Air quality advisory, that's right there across the Nashville area because of air stagnation. High pressure sitting on top of us that pushes the pressure down on the earth instead of up. And so that keeps the air suppressed. There's not a lot of mixing or wind going on in the air. So the air gets stagnant and it gets warm and it gets humid. And it's, for those folks that have trouble breathing, respiratory issues, that's what all that is. And then further north of us, these are all heat advisories and heat warnings. But notice we know is going to get into the upper 90s and maybe even hitting 100 later this week. We don't have those advisories because, yes, there will be humidity, but it's not going to be as bad as it is back up here into parts of Missouri and Illinois and Indiana. So no heat advisories for us, at least for the time being, and I'm not sure that we'll even see any. It is going to be more back northwest of us, and even when I expand out to go looking for rain, there's not much to be found there until you get out in the plains, and that's it. But this system will be one that comes in later in the week that will bring us at least a chance of getting some shower activity. It may not be a lot, but at least it'll be something because we're going to start to get, terribly dry, and that's going to be a problem if it lingers too long. All right, let's check temperatures on this Monday morning. And here we go. From the Kentucky Mesonet reporting stations, 60s, and we're starting to see some 70s now showing up in the southern half of Kentucky. 73 already in Scottsville this morning, about the warmest. Let's check those dew points. They are in the 60s. So, see, here's the thing. We've got temperatures in the 70s in a few places, but the dew points are only mid 60s. So it's not quite as humid as it could be, which is a good thing. Winds are light and variable, only at about calm to maybe 5 miles per hour. There may not be much of a wind today at all, as like I was mentioning around the Nashville area, you saw the air stagnation. That's because high pressure is in control. It compresses the air on the surface of the earth. And therefore there's just air stagnation. The air can't mix, can't move. And so it just kind of lingers and it just stays in one place and doesn't give you any relief at all. Relief, is that coming anytime soon? Well, let me show you the model blender. Now, before we get any more relief, we're going to have to deal with the heat. And it's coming. It is going to be here all this week. Look at that. 94, 97, 98, 100. Then 96 on Friday. Thursday, I think, is going to be the hottest day of the year. Not just of the summer, but of the year. The hottest day we've had so far this year was 97. Can't remember the exact day, but it was 97. I do remember that much. We have not been any hotter this year in Bowling Green than 97 officially. But I do think we'll get 98, 99, or even 100 on Thursday. And that's before the system comes in for the weekend, cools us down into the 80s for the first week of September. Now, September 1st is this coming Sunday. And so September, almost on cue, will turn cooler. And after this week of 90s and close to 100-degree temperatures, the long range forecast is showing that this could be it for the last big blast of summer. And I'm talking 90 to 100-degree temperatures. That you're looking at this week could be the final blast of 90s, 90-plus degree temperatures. I'm not saying we're not going to get warm again, but from everything that I see, the pattern is going to change right as we go into September. And we may be looking at some fall weather not that far away, even though the first day of fall is still, 27 days or so away. Yeah, I think it's going to hit a little early this year as far as the pattern. We'll see. We'll see. I could be wrong, but we'll see. Usually I'm never wrong. Usually I get it all, exactly right all the time. I've never, ever been wrong. So, did y'all hear somebody laughing? Was that you laughing? You? How dare you? All right. Here's a look at the maps. High pressure in control. That means very stagnant air mass, not much movement of air, and certainly no rain. Ugh. We need some rain, though, but it's going to be a while. Here's tonight. Here's midnight. Here's early tomorrow morning, tomorrow evening, Wednesday morning, Wednesday evening, Thursday. Now we're starting to see something approaching. This is the system that's way out in the plains, just now east of the Rockies, heading our way. This is Friday morning, Friday afternoon, a few showers and the cold front, but the cold front does get hung up just a little bit as it heads into the weekend. Here's Saturday morning, Sunday, and you see the front stalling. That could be a good thing because as this next wave of low pressure rides along that stall boundary, it's going to squeeze out some moisture. And I think by, let's say Sunday evening into Monday, we could be looking at a lot of this rain back west of us moving over the area. And that would bring us some beneficial rain. And that is something that we could use like right now, but we're going to have to wait on it. That's the only problem. All right. Good morning to everybody in the chat box this morning. Got a bunch of people watching and getting their week started with this, and I appreciate it. I'm on the radio right now. It's Sam 100.7 on your radio. And then tonight, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock on News 40, WNKY with your weather on TV. God bless you and have a great Monday.